Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Atlas Rand, and today we're doing an introduction to Elite Dangerous. I'm starting a brand new account, just the way that it would start for you the first time you run the game. Now, I've gone through and did the character modeling because, frankly, I'm kind of tired of seeing people in videos doing nothing but selecting what their character looks like. This is the actual gameplay starting.
This is it, soldier. Your last assignment before moving on to bigger and better things. I'm guessing your head is up in the stars already, but you've got to stay focused for me. You're a short jog from the enemy settlement. Had to drop you far enough to avoid their defense systems. The terrain should keep your approach hidden, so you'll have the advantage. They'll be too busy tracking me anyway. I'll set an insight marker for you. And get moving. I'll coordinate from orbit.
So at this point, you've been dropped off. You don't know anything about the game. You don't know how to play the game. So what do we see here? We have a compass up top. We have a temperature, a gravity. We have the objective, which is approach military outpost. And when we go over in this early direction, we see a little blue symbol, which matches the objective symbol. So we use W to walk. We use the mouse to look around. And we start walking toward that direction. Press shift to sprint. You just have to tap it. You don't have to hold it. You can hold it if you would like. But if you don't want to hold it, you can simply tap it. Now we see the objective. We see some kind of a crash.
Is a classified NOC data package. Turns out a list of undercover operatives is worth a lot of credits. You'll need to access the command center data port. The security will give you a warm welcome if they spot you, though. It'll be tricky, but nothing a pro like you can't handle. Just follow my direction. Lethal force is authorized if things turn sour.
You can see that jumping on a low gravity world
Let me run a scan.
is pretty good. The little circular bar when you jump depletes, and then as you do nothing, it starts to regenerate. And you can press more of the jump
Looks like we're
with
late to
his
the
foot.
party. Someone's knocked the settlement offline. Did a real number on the place too. I'm seeing a few bodies. High temps in a couple of buildings, probably fires. My intel lists an SRV parked in the storage building. If it's still intact, you can check for a power regulator. I'll
Now,
mark
make
the storage
sure
building
you
on your insight. Keep moving, soldier.
make sure you're listening to the guy. I'm gonna stop talking in between when he's talking, or rather, when he's talking, I'm gonna stop talking because you need to pay attention to the directions of the tutorial. You can see some of these damaged pieces of equipment here. This is what's known as a settlement in the game. And a settlement can be on planets either with a thin atmosphere like this one, or potentially no atmosphere at all. This would be a dead person. Simply by looking at them, it's going to scan the person, tell you their name, and that little purple 0 is their level of access. So 0 means they have no access to anything. If we walk around a little more,
Must have been trying to break in.
we can see more
Since the
dead
power's
people.
down, you're gonna have to charge the door manually.
You can see this
Use your
person is
energy link
level
tool
1.
on the charge port to the right of the entrance.
Now, it wants me to go into that building. But before I do that, I want to check a few more of these dead people. This is also level 1. Also level 1. Holy cow, there's a lot of them. Level 0. Level 0.
You'll
Level
need the
0.
energy link tool to power the airlock.
Level 0. Level 0. The level 0 are probably the people that actually invaded this system. Level 1. So what we're going to do is scan a level of 1 person. Now it's going to teach you how to do
Should enter
that.
the storage building soon. I'm still
You
sweeping the
pull out
area
your
for
scanner.
hostiles.
You flip it into... Oops, sorry. You pull out your scanner, I said. And you flip it into... there we go. Into illegal mode. And then you scan that person until the clone profile is done.
Security profile cloned.
And it's technically illegal to do what we just did, but there's nobody here. So no one's going to come and arrest us. But now we have cloned it so we can access things that are level 1 profile. And you can switch between different tools that you have in your inventory. And then you can make the power transfer also illegal. Let's see what levels this guy's 0. So what we need to do, this is a tutorial again, is charge this so the doors will open. So by holding the charge tool, you can see it's a level 0, and it wants us to go inside.
Entering pressurized environment.
This
Now,
darkness ain't helping my
I'm going to
visuals.
hit L to turn
Wanna
on the
switch
flashlight,
on for me? Looks like nobody managed to get in. Perfect.
or
Should be an
torch
SRV
in
parked in
British
here.
speak.
It's a Scarab model.
Yeah, it's going to tell us to go over here. Now, you're going to see all kinds of assets that you can take. You don't need to do this during the tutorial, but this is a typical thing you will see in these settlements once you're actually playing the game. And
Good
what it's,
luck. Okay. There's a
and
panel
here's
on
an
the cabin
ammo
you need to
refill,
open with your
which
arc
is
cutter.
handy.
That's where the power regulator is
So
fitted.
what it's telling you to
there.
do
Carve that sucker open, soldier.
is to crouch, switch to the arc cutter tool, and you do that by hitting the number 3, I believe, cycle tools. And then you're going to cut across this dashed red and white lines. So you can start, it doesn't matter where you start, you're going to go all the way to one way and then go all the way back to the other side. And if it doesn't open, then you're going to do it again, but slower. And usually I just go through a couple times like this until it opens. And you can visually see like areas where it hasn't yet gotten cut. Come on, this should be good enough. Come on. There we go. There's the last
We
little
have a
bit
winner.
cut.
Take the regulator. You've got a better use for it.
Now, it's telling you to take this regulator, which we're going to use shortly. So you do that by hitting E, and E again to take.
That's it.
In the game, you're also going to
Don't know
take
what
these
state
other
the buildings
components.
are in.
You don't
Let's
need
grab some
them for the
energy cells while we're
tutorial,
here. There should be a dispenser
but
by the
you will
airlock on the
take
other side
them
of the building.
typically.
CO doesn't like us
in the
taking
rest of the game.
non-essential items. Probably because it's illegal.
It is illegal, yes. You can also hit E to open up these cases. Again, in gameplay, you will be taking a lot of these assets and stealing them, or borrowing them, however you'd like to call that. For the tutorial, it really doesn't matter because you're going to lose everything you have with you at the end of the tutorial anyway. So there's not a really good reason to pick things up. So there is no power here, and it's going to have us go turn the power on. These you want to take. These are extra battery cells.
You won't need to worry about your suit
Good to
battery
carry
running
some
dry for a
extras
while.
with you, so grab them when they're available. Now, where is it telling us to go? It's telling us bring the power regulator to the power building. Okay, so we have to exit here, and we can do that simply by going back to where we entered, or using any of the other
Turn left out of
exits.
the exit and move towards the power building. I've marked it for you. Power building is across the yard. Look sharp.
There's the power building marked. We could have also exited on this
I
side
guess
right
there was a
here.
hard fight here once the defenders pulled the power regulator. No power means no data to steal. Power building is across the yard. Look sharp.
So we walk over here. We're going to need to cut, and he's going to tell us to do that shortly.
You'll have to break into the power building too. Cut open the maintenance panel.
And you just draw a square like this around the outside of this panel. You can see there's bits I missed, so I'm going to just go up and down, left and right, until I get all the missing bits, and it falls
Now,
out.
charge the mechanism, like last time.
Switch to the power transfer, and hold it to charge. So it's using up your power to
Yeah,
charge
I figured as
the
much.
door.
There's an authorization check on this entrance.
Okay.
May as well use the energy link to overcharge the panel.
So because it's a level 3 and we only have level 1 that we copied, we're going to have to go into, oops, sorry. We're going to have to go into charge, but do overcharge. Okay, I'm forgetting how to. I think we do. No, what's the button for that, guys? There we go. The illegal button. So the illegal overcharge is going to overcharge the port and open the door for us.
There's people off doing that usually, but we're in a hurry. Get inside the
Our
building.
battery's also dropping. It's now at 33%. So we're going to put the regulator in here by hitting
Bring the
place.
reactor back online. Slot the power
And then
regulator
the
in place.
arrow to the right side. Confirm the transfer.
I've marked the console on your insight.
Now you have to walk over here and hit E.
Of course, there's an authority check.
But we're not at level
Okay,
3.
you're going to need security clearance from one of the nearby bodies. Feigning authority is another illegal move, but I'll make sure you're covered in the mission report. Equip
This
your
guy level
profile
3?
analyzer.
No.
Make sure you're in the profile cloning mode.
This person level 3?
Scan the bodies
No.
nearby. It's a grim job, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Is this guy level 3? Yes. So we're going to clone him to do that. It's illegal, so you have to flip into the illegal mode. Scan him. Now we're going to be a level 3 profile.
This worker fits your needs.
If you're caught
Clone the
in a
security
normal
profile to your suit.
gameplay, it's totally illegal.
Engage
For
the
this-
power regulator using the reactor console. This will bring the settlement back online.
For this, it wants us to do that. But again, if you do this in the normal gameplay and somebody spots you, they will start shooting at you. So let's put this away. And we're going to come up to it and hit E. That will start the process of the power core. And it takes a little bit of time. While it's doing that, we can check to see what's available here. Hitting E.
Power center
They typically
initiation.
take a lot of this stuff that you
Engage
find
your mind.
also
The people
highly
who attack this
illegal.
place will probably notice when the power goes back on. Stay frosty, yeah?
Power center. Power center on.
Nice one. We're back in the game.
Powers up. And that's up for the whole settlement
Before you
now.
leave, there's a recharge socket on the wall. Top up your battery if you need to.
There's a recharge on the wall. Oh, there it is. So this thing lets you recharge, and again, you just have normal mode, not the illegal mode, just regular mode, and point it at this, and it'll charge up the battery in your suit.
Suit fully charged.
Time to collect the mission data. Power's on, and your new authority level means easy access.
Now we're going to go into command building.
Power's on, and you've got the right
And we
authority
already
level.
have
The
level
command center
3,
airlock will open right
so
up.
that will let us in.
Nice of the raiders to keep the place warm for you.
Fires in
You're
here.
gonna want to put those fires out. Since nobody's around, you may as well flush the atmosphere.
Entering pressurized
I will tell you that
environment.
Use the atmospheric control to purge the building.
it wants to teach you how to purge the building and put fires out. However, you could just run through fire. It doesn't do much damage. Just for normal gameplay, you don't have to put fires out.
Purging
We'll hit E.
atmosphere. Purging atmosphere.
Leaving pressurized environment.
That did the trick.
That
Now
puts all the
repressurize
fires
the
out.
building so you can breathe again.
And we hit E again to turn it back on.
Heads up. That ship signal I mentioned earlier is moving your way. Don't think they're friendly either. Alright, it should be safe to proceed. You need to locate the data port.
Entering pressurized environment.
We're back to pressurized. Here we go, restricted area. So there's usually good stuff to take in a restricted area. So here we can see our authorization scans are enabled. Check all this stuff to see if there's anything you need to steal. These don't just open. These you will actually need to cut. Get them to open. For the tutorial, you don't need to do this. I'm just showing you what you might want to do in the real game. Here's a data port, so we can hit download and download a variety of things from here. It'll mark them as marked for download when you click, and then you hit Q,
Downloading data.
and that'll download all of those. Now, what it actually wants us to download is upstairs. So we're going to go upstairs, but you can see in the upper right-hand corner, there's a transfer activity and a time remaining. So this shows you how long until the download is done. If you start walking away, the download moves fast or moves slower. So don't walk too far away, or you can actually break the connection of the download. You want to be in the general vicinity of when you're downloading. So we got about 32 seconds left. We'll just hang out here. And incidentally, the download I'm doing, you don't need to do to finish this tutorial. I'm just doing to demonstrate it. We're going to go upstairs and then do another download. That's the one the game wants us to actually do.
Transfer complete.
Okay, so that's how you do a download. Here you can turn on and off alarms. So if we want to turn off alarm,
Alarm systems disabled.
just push that. We want to get some more ammo. There's an ammo refill box. But what we want to do is exit here and go upstairs. Continue with the tutorial. A lot of dead bodies here.
Access the terminal ahead. Let's see what we can see.
If you want grenades, this is the pack to get them from.
The incoming ship belongs to the
All
group
these
that attacked
doors
this
are
place.
opening for
We'll
us
be here
because
soon.
we're level
Pick up
3.
the pace, soldier. Get to that data
So we
wall.
have the anti-ship turrets enabled, the point defense is enabled, and it wants us to go to this window to
Right there.
download.
That's the data port you need.
So we walk up to it, and then hit E, mark the
The
data,
data is still here.
and Q.
Download it to your drive while I swing around to pick you up.
Downloading data.
And so he's telling us he's going to swing by and pick us up. However, as you'll soon see, before that happens, bad guys will show up in the ship.
See him?
We're going to learn how to shoot. There's the bad guys. In there. Bad guy looking ship.
Complete.
So they just jetpack down. Wow, there's a
Got
lot.
hostiles touching down.
You hit
Ours back
one,
online, they've come to
take out a
investigate.
gun. Hit 2 for a pistol. 1 for a rifle. And
There's
I
a few of them,
think...
but I bet they're not expecting a badass combat soldier with state-of-the-art gear. Now, we don't want anyone chasing
Yeah.
us home. You are
Let's
clear
go
to
and
engage.
kill them.
Switch your shield on and get moving. You don't want
Shield
to chew through your
is
battery
Z
before the shooting starts.
by default.
Once all hostiles are taken out, I'll touch down at the settlement's
So
landing
I will
pad.
generally not turn on the shield until I'm outside. Or I'm in danger, let's just say. So we can wait until they come in here and attack us. Or we can go outside and start attacking them. So the new objective is defeat the hostiles, so let's go outside.
I'm counting 5 hostiles in the area. You should see them as soon as the airlock opens.
Now remember, we have a
Pick your
jetpack,
shots
guys.
and use the cover around
So I'm
you.
gonna
You're outnumbered,
turn on
but
the
not
shields.
outgunned.
Leaving
And I'm going to
pressurized
jetpack
environment.
immediately
Gear you have should outclass these
to the top of the
scumbags.
building
Shield
here.
activated.
You know the drill. Lasers for shields, bullets for bodies.
Now let's get them before they get up here. Now you can kill them with a laser, or you can switch to your pistol.
First one down. Keep
That was an
pressing them.
EMP shield, or EMP grenade. It took down our shield. So our shield's in the process
Your shield
going
is holding
back
up, but
on.
use cover.
Shield
Shield's
online.
back. Okay, they threw that. Now we're gonna kill this guy with just the laser. But we could switch to the pistol. I'm also gonna
Watch
reload.
your radar for the others.
Outbound grenade!
See if they go. Okay, so let's get away from the grenade.
I really want that data. Another ship arriving with more hostiles.
Incoming grenade! Move!
Okay, got that one. So this thing is good for taking down shields. And if we switch to pistol, I think this is good for actually, yeah, it's a one-shot kill if they don't have shields. So we can take their shields out. That's not working. There we go.
We've lost someone!
Avoid the grenades. I almost took a shield down. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a guy right here. take his shield down and switch to my pistol and kill him. But we just lost the shield because of a grenade. So like, try and run away, switch to the laser. Let's reload our rifle. There's the guys right there. We're gonna take down their shields. So that's the shield gun. 2 shields gun. We're switching to the pistol. And oh, that guy ran away. Oh yeah, he's running away. So switch to the laser gun because he's got shields on, shields down. Switch to the pistol. That's the way they'd like you to do it. However, you can just keep the lasers on and use lasers exclusively. It just takes a lot more hits to kill somebody once their shield is down. They're really meant to take down shields. Okay, so switch, and we kill them really fast if we do that.
Take your time.
You can reload as often as you like here. You don't throw away full magazines. I'm going to reload the pistol on that. Oops. Reload the pistol like that. Now, I think there's one guy left, I believe. Or is there more than one? I don't see him. But we haven't fully defeated him, so he's got to be somewhere. Let's jump around. Well, there he is, there he is, there he is. So I'm going to hit G to throw a grenade at him. And it went way too far. Yeah, what the hell is right, buddy? Why don't you get grenaded right there? Okay. I just used up all my grenades. Now I'm going to do this. Switch to the pistol. 2 hits from the pistol. He's dead.
That's how it's done.
That's
All
it.
hostiles are down.
We are now
Good work,
done
soldier.
killing the bad
Touchdown
guys.
at the landing pad.
Now, normally, in a situation like this, I'd also run around the entire settlement to grab anything that I think I missed. For the tutorial, you don't need to do that. We're going to meet the ship as it goes down. I forget what the command is to put away the weapon. You hold Q, by the way, to bring up your menu, which lets you use things
Hop in.
like
Time to get that
heals.
data where it needs to be.
There's the ship. So hold Q, you can control that. Use throw a grenade that way. Select which type of grenade you want to use. There's a heal and there's a power recharge, and that's the power cells that we picked up. For the tutorial, we're just going to walk over here to the ship. And the front of the ship to this blue glow. That will also recharge the battery in our suit. And the shields use up battery, so if you run out of battery, you're going to run out of shields. And then we hit E.
Come on, get in. There's a
We
cold
hit
beer waiting
E.
for me at
Come on.
Wall.
Press E to... I am pressing E to board, guys. Is it not liking it just simply because I'm holding something? Come on, get E. Okay. Obviously, there's something it doesn't like. So cancel. Q. E. There we go. Board ship. Apparently, I was holding my gun in
Get
a
out of here.
firing position or something. Now we're in the
That's
ship.
what I call a 5-star performance.
You can
The CO
see
will be
that
made up when they hear
if you
about
hold
this.
down.
Not a bad
Good
way
luck
to
doing
end your
it.
service,
Okay.
huh? Course is plotted in. We'll hit hyperspace
We're watching
in a second.
out the front of the ship. If you look at
Frameshift drive charging.
1, you can see some details about what he's doing. You can also see the guy who's the pilot that we've been talking to sitting there. You hit 2, you can read the chat, which the NPCs are talking to you on. And now we're in space, and he's going to fly you to your next destination. Now, there we go. You can see what the ship is doing there in front of you.
Sit back and relax. Ride won't take long.
Normally, if you hold down your middle mouse button, you'd be able to look around. I'm not sure why exactly it's not working. I wonder if it's thinks something is clicked on. in my
Have you given any thought to working with the superpowers?
computer. Okay, we're going to Chamberlain's
Most mercs
Rest,
end up
which is
taking contracts with the big three at
the
some
next
point.
place,
The Empire, the Federation,
next
the
location
Alliance.
for the
Each with their
progression
pros and
of the
cons, of
tutorial.
course. As a commander, you'll have Codex access to help you learn more and make an informed choice. But work is work, and all three will pay well.
So it's telling you
might wanna
there's some
keep your
work
options
available
open
at the
when starting
location we're
out.
going to. In Chamberlain's Rest. Now I got some bad news for you guys. The suit and weapons that you had in this tutorial are maxed out, level 5. They're fully upgraded. And you will not have them once the tutorial is
Alpha
over.
03, reading you, Control.
So this was essentially your last
Big
job
affirmative. Mission data secure and we're heading back to base.
for the training NPC corporation,
But
whatever.
our departing hero did good. I'll file a report as soon as I'm docked. Well,
Departing
maybe after
hero,
a
that would be you. So you're departing, working for them. They get to keep all your
Acknowledged.
suits and
Alpha
guns.
03 out.
And now you're going to be a private civilian. You're no longer in the military.
Orbital flight engaged.
Had any ideas of where you're going to start your new career? There's a whole galaxy waiting for you out there. I hear the Sidewinder's nice and cheap for new pilots.
This is where he gives
I
you the
got
sales
my first
pitch.
ship. Man, that was a good feeling. Being able to travel anywhere I wanted. That's freedom. Then again, having a gun in your hand and boots on the ground is a whole other thrill. Relying on your skills
Now,
and
I've got a
nothing
separate
else.
video that tells you all
Hey,
about
should I
the
start calling you
icons that you
Commander?
see in this screen, as well as this screen. I typically refer to this as your left-hand screen, and this is your right-hand screen. You also have another screen down below you where you can configure the suits, guns, etc. So you will have a pistol with you, I believe, when you wrap up the tutorial. And you will have a basic suit that doesn't stop a whole lot of bullets flying your way. Or lasers. But you will at least have something. Chamberlain's Rest is a planetary city, an outpost, or a large outpost, I guess. I just think of it as a city. So he's going to be landing. Now, one thing we can do,
Right, there's a
I
starport.
think,
I'll get us docked and wrap up the sign
yeah,
off.
we can go into third-person mode, and you can check what keys are set up. I've got customized key settings, but you may have default key settings at this point in the game. But there is a third-person mode. In fact, it's third-person camera mode, so you can actually control the camera separately from the way the ship is flying around as well. Which makes them for some very nice visual shots from the outside, especially if somebody else is flying you. All right, so get
I
our
imagine
view
this place
of
has
back
missions
in
to
the
pick
ship.
up just like any other starport.
And we will get out of the ship. This is Lance, because again, this is not our ship. This is the transport ship of our commander as he drops us off at the end of the last mission, and we're now a civilian, and we
We're
can
here. Just go and
choose what we
explore.
want to
You're a
do
free agent now.
going forward.
Take care of yourself, alright? Show everyone what you're capable of, Commander.
Use 3 to deploy. So that shows you this bottom screen, and you will do a disembarkation. Now you can see the ship that we came in on. A lot of people are disappointed that you can't actually get into a ship by walking into it. You just have the blue circle. Now, it's going to bring us automatically into the station, but if we would have walked around a little more, you would see the entrance to the station. Now, here's a choice that it's going to do. Everybody gets a Sidewinder. In the past in the game, that was your only choice. You get a Sidewinder and 250,000 credits. Now, starting with 2024 actually, they also sell you ships. So you can buy, and I'm scrolling the mouse wheel right now. You can buy one of these ships that are currently for sale as your starter ship instead of the free Sidewinder. So these ships are listed in ARX. This little A symbol stands for ARX. ARX is a currency that you can purchase. It is roughly 100,000 ARX to 60 US dollars. So it's not quite 2 ARX or 2,000 ARX per dollar. But the way I think of it is essentially think of ARX as dollars, but with a discount down to 60%. Sort of like Canadian dollars. So 25,000 ARX is basically $25, but it's 60% of $25. So it's really more like, well, half would be $12.50, 60% would be about $14, $14 or $15. So this 25,000 ARX ship is a $15 ship. Now, you don't have to buy any of these ships. All of them are available for you to get in-game just by playing the game and making money in-game. The only thing that buying them for ARX does, well, it does two things. One, it gets you the ship immediately at the start of the game. Two, it helps the company because now you're paying some additional money to them that they will put back into development of other things. So a lot of us actually buy every ship that comes out, even though you could get it for free in the game. And those of us who have been playing for many years, like I've got 6,500 hours of gameplay in here, we still buy these ships in order to support the company. And as a result of that, the last update that we got really would have been a paid DLC in any other game, but we got it for free. And I think in large part because people are spending money, real dollars in order to help the company make a profit, and they're rewarding us by providing free content coming in. So you can, if you would like to buy a ship, you absolutely do not have to buy a ship. You will start with this free ship, which is what I'm going to choose shortly. But I will tell you, of the ships you see here, they're all 25,000 ARX except for the Cobra, which is actually more expensive. This Cobra is the smallest ship of all of these ships, but it costs the most money. And since you're starting a new game, you don't really know the value or usage of any of these, I will tell you that if you're going to spend money on a ship, you want to get a ship that gives you the most bang for the buck. And the ship that gives you the most bang for the buck is going to be either the Type 8. And the difference between Stellar and Standard is the Stellar comes with paint, slightly better quality internals, but they're all upgradable. Like you could easily turn this one into that one just by buying the parts in-game with in-game money. And it gives you some additional like ship parts, little bits that you can put on to make your ship look a little different than the normal ship that you would buy here. So which one should you get? If you were going to get one today, I'd probably say get the cheap one because you'll be able to utilize in-game money to upgrade it. If you want to get the more expensive version, you certainly can. If you were to add the paint and bits and everything else later, it would probably end up costing you the same amount or even more. The Stellar is a medium-sized hauler. That's why I'm recommending it. You could start hauling things in the game immediately by buying the ship early. The Mandalay, same kind of deal. You can get the cheaper version, the more expensive. The more expensive comes with more bits, comes with color, and with slightly upgraded components. But they're not like hugely upgraded components, and you can certainly upgrade this one fairly quickly to match this one just by using in-game things. I would not currently recommend getting the Cobra at all because it's a small size ship. You'll have a ship that is fairly close to this, probably within playing the game for 1 hour. So 1 hour gameplay, 33,000 ARX. So that's equivalent to about $22. Probably not worth doing. Even this probably isn't worth doing just because you can get something in game like that very quickly. The other ship I would recommend if you really want to spend money would be this one, and that is the Trading Jumpstart. It's 25,000, so roughly $13-14. And the reason I would recommend it is because this actually does come with an awful lot of upgrades, and it's a more expensive ship in game to buy for in-game currency. Again, you don't have to. I won't be. I'll be taking the free one. But if you're going to buy any of these, the only two I would look at is this one for 25,000, which really gets you a lot. But this is a cargo vessel. It's the largest cargo vessel in the game, so don't plan on doing any kind of military missions with it. This is a hauler that'll let you start making some money. This is an exploration ship. You can certainly make money with this, but you also can make the same money with the free ship that comes with it. And this one is a medium hauler, and because it's medium, it fits in more places, and it jumps further distance. So this one is actually a pretty darn good one as well. And out of the two here, buying the cheaper version, you probably can upgrade it to what comes with the more expensive version within a few hours of gameplay. So there you go. And of course, if you have the money and you really don't care about spending it, and it's not that much, I mean, that's basically $22 right here, which is the most expensive type of ship, then just buy the ship that you think looks nice. You can always get more either in-game or by buying them later. And the ones I would tell you specifically to not buy, even if you like the look of them, because the in-game versions are going to be very cheap for you to acquire literally right away, don't buy that one. Don't buy this one. You can buy this one, but it doesn't get you a whole lot. This one is an okay buy. It comes with some interesting... actually, this is the cheap version, so this doesn't come with anything interesting. But you can get it. It's also available in-game for not that much. This one's available in-game, so don't get that one. So I would say don't get. You can buy this one if you really like the look of the ship. You can certainly just buy it in-game. Yes, if you like the look, then buy the more expensive version. This is a maybe. This is a good ship, and you're going to want to get it in-game fairly soon, but you may not want to spend real money to get it. This one, currently not available in-game, but will be available literally within a month for in-game and for cheap in-game. So don't buy for this one. Even though it's a really good ship, it's just, there's no reason to buy it because you'll get it in-game. And then this one is a don't buy. This one is a maybe buy, and if you do buy, it's a very good value for the money. But just keep it in the back of your mind, this is a purely a hauling vessel, and you will not be able to do any kind of military missions. So let's take our free ship, the Sidewinder, smallest ship in the game, the cheapest ship in the game, with the least cargo, the least guns, the least everything. We're going to start with that. Name your ship. Woo-hoo. There we go. ID plate is WH001. Name it whatever you'd like, obviously. So there's my character. There's my first ship in the game. Now, remember tools like the arc cutter that you had on the settlement, which is the intro? That's gone. You no longer have that arc cutter. You don't have the suit that it comes with. You just have a very basic suit, which I'm trying to get a look at. I think it's just a black suit. And you have very basic guns. Now you're in the station. You can walk over and take a look at...
Ask yourself, are you prepared for the possibility of a Thargoid attack?
the station. It is pretty cool the first time you see it. A lot of interesting stuff. So here we have Frontline Solutions. I don't know why that font is not jumping in. It should be loading at a much higher resolution. Frontline Solutions can give you missions that you can take to go fight somebody on foot. Over here we have, where's their name? God, everything is just not loaded yet. Wow. Interstellar what do they call it? Interstellar something. Let's talk
Welcome
to
to
them.
Apex Interstellar. Where
Apex
can we take you
Interstellar.
today?
There you go. This is where you can book a shuttle, either to take you to a local system within the solar system, or a longer range to go to a different solar system.
I
We're
hope
not
we
going to
can be
use
of
them. I'm
service
just
soon.
showing them to you. I'm going to pull up the map of the local solar system so you can see it. It's a huge solar system with lots of stuff here. We are, I'm looking for right here. We're right here on this system. All these little cross swords means that there are military engagements happening at those locations. One other thing I'll tell you is when you start off the game, you are in the beginner zone. Nobody that has played a long time is in this area. This is purely for beginners. Once you leave, you cannot come back. So once you fly out of the solar system, you will not be able to go back. Let me pull up the big map, the galaxy map. So this is where you are. You're in HIP 97950. And that little icon, I'm pretty sure, indicates that it's a beginner zone. Let's see. Let's take a look. Starter zone marker right there. Yep. So that indicates that this is a starter zone. So you can only be in the starter zone when you first start the game. There you go. And I have other videos that explain all of this stuff, so I'm not going to go into it right now. Just so you know, you don't have to worry about anybody ganking in here because this is very much a starter zone. And if you get missions for this local solar system, they will be starter level missions. You can walk up to one of these terminals, hit E, and this is sort of what the tutorial told you to go do. You can actually, and once you're in here, you're not using the mouse, you're using the keyboard or your controller to go left, right, up, down. You can see that there's a mission board here. This is like a mission givers basically listed up here. You can look at all types of missions, or you can look at only a specific type of mission. Missions that have that little skull are going to be illegal missions. Don't take those. Other missions like this are not illegal, but they may be dangerous. Let's take a look at it. We hit space to look at it, and before we accept it, we can read all through it. Tells you what you're going to do, what you're going to get as a result of doing the mission. Personal documents from Crashite. It's threat level 2, which means it's at your beginner level. The threat levels go from 1 to 10, I believe. And generally, beginners, you don't want to take anything over 3. You start playing a little more intermediate. You can usually take things up to 7 or so. And then as you get more confidence in your abilities and better quality equipment, you can take things all the way up to 10. But generally, the game will warn you if you try to take a mission which is too difficult. So, what is this? Defend chemical containers. So, I guess this is a level 4 threat, so it'd be a little more difficult. In theory, still doable for you. Let's get to a really hard mission here. What is this one? Level 3, that's not that hard. Yeah, it's a beginner zone, so they probably don't even offer... Yeah, they don't offer any missions that are really difficult here. All these missions are going to be very much low-level missions for you to do. It's a good idea to stay in the starter zone until you kind of get a feel for the user interface, for what you're doing, for what's going on. We also have administrative contacts. This is typical of any station you go to. They'll be able to, you can pay off your fines here if you break the law, pay off bounties, you can turn in discoveries, a variety of things like that. And again, I have videos that kind of cover more of these things. If you go to edit loadout, you can see what you're wearing right now. There we go. And it's the default loadout for the suit. So you've got a pistol on you. And that's it. You can click on that. You can either create a new loadout or click on the existing one. You can select the gun that you want to have. This is the one that you got for free, so that's the one that you get. You're going to equip it. Here you can change what the suit looks like. This is an opportunity for the game company to make money. Just keep that in mind. You can see a huge variety of things that you can do for the suit. So we got a flat color black, which actually I think looks kind of nice. Middle mouse button lets you scroll around and view. You can start adding all kinds of different accessories to your suit. You can see the possibilities are pretty damn big here. You can get a different type of suit coloration. And you can see the price in arcs at there. It says 7,800 arcs, which 60% to convert it to dollars. So it's about 4,000. So about $4. So this suit costs $4 real US dollars. Now, if you really like it, you know, spend the money, whatever. But just keep in mind that all this stuff does nothing to change your stats. You have the exact same stats that you always did. You're just going to look a little different in the game. That was kind of a Tron looking suit, I guess. And there are some nicer looking suits out there, but nothing changes your stats here. You can also add decals. So, you know, shoulder decals, etc., showing your rank, blah, blah, blah. You can buy whole suit packs if you really want to throw money away. I like a whole pack. Let's see. How much is this one? 10,000 arcs. That's not crazy bad, I guess. These are 7,000 arcs. So 10,000 arcs, roughly $6. A little under $6 for this one. And this stuff is what you currently have. So you have this black one you're wearing. You also have these colors. These you already got for free. So that's a... okay, so how do I go back to my basic black? So this is all the stuff that you already got for free. It's an orange background for all the free stuff, which is actually quite a bit. Put that on your sides of your suit, I guess. And then there's your free helmet. Go back and select their black one again. All right, and then go back. Yeah. Oh, we also have this green one. So that's an exobiologist directionless suit. Nice. All right, so that's what you can do by controlling this panel. When you buy a new suit, you'll add a new loadout, and you'll have an ability to swap what you're wearing. Hit exit to be able to exit out of there and then walk around. We'll walk with WASD. And if you go downstairs here, for example, we have a place to buy ships.
If you want to know more about our ships, just wonderful.
Hit
Let me
E.
help you find. Sure. Would you like to simulate your Pilots Federation
Oh yeah,
assessment
before
as a
they
training
sell you a ship,
exercise?
you have to go through pilot training. And I recommend everybody do this. It's basically the same thing as the underground training you had, except for ships. It'll ask you to perform different maneuvers, etc. I would do it, but the videos are 49 minutes long, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys to do. It basically puts you in your little new small ship, and then have you fly around the course. And then it'll have you actually using your weapons as well, and it'll show you how to pick things up out of space.
I'll be here if you change your mind.
And you can access that right there. The bar doesn't sell you drinks. The bartender
catch
is
you, Commander?
actually
Got something
somebody
you need to
that will
offload?
sell you
You name it.
or
I've got
trade
it.
different materials with you. And these materials are
Is that
needed
everything?
in order to upgrade
Please,
your
do feel free to
weapons
waste my
or your
time.
suit.
If you don't mind.
Vista Genomics is where you will sell data about plants that you
Vista
collect
Genomics.
out in the
Can I
universe,
help you?
in the galaxy.
Did you collect any info?
So you
I'm
just walk up
curious
to them,
see
you'll
what
be able
you've
to
brought
sell
us.
them. You currently don't have any, so
Please
nothing
do
to
return
sell.
when you have some organic data to share.
and we already looked at the ship. these people standing around with little
I need
circles
someone
above
with
them,
steady nerves.
they're
and
mission
even
givers.
steadier
So
aim.
the same kind of thing as walking up to a kiosk, except it's a person. Generally, the people will give you slightly higher payouts than you get at a kiosk. But
You looking for
also,
new
a lot of
weapon
them are
or
giving
to
you
upgrade an
illegal
old
missions.
one?
This is the
I've got the
store
best stock in the system.
where you'll be able to buy suits or guns. Now, remember, you start the game with 250,000 credits. Let's go to suits.
Good idea. Make sure you've got the
So-
right suit for the job.
I'll tell you right now, the suit that you're going to want to buy first isn't your Dominator, which is a military suit. It's not the Maverick, which is your sneaking around suit. That's the one you were wearing in the tutorial that has the saw, laser saw, or laser cutter. The one you're going to want to buy is this one. It's the Artemis suit. The Artemis suit doesn't have a laser cutter, but what it does have is a plant scanner. And scanning plants is by far the fastest way for a new player to make money. So out of your 250,000 credits that you got, you're going to want to spend that on an Artemis suit. I'm going to buy the suit right now because that
That
will
Artemis
let you
extra
make
air capacity can be
millions.
the difference between life and death.
So the first thing we're going to
Especially
do,
if you lose track of time
you can also
cataloging
buy
stuff
weapons
with a
here, but
genetic
you're not going to
sampling.
need weapons
Oh, and
when you
don't
first
forget
start
to
out the
equip
game.
that suit into a loadout.
Okay, so and you don't have money now that you've bought this. You only have 100,000 left. So we're
Watch
going to
your
say
back out
goodbye,
there.
and we're going to go back to our ship, which is upstairs. We're not going to take any missions right now. In the old days, we would tell people start taking missions to make money. No. That's too slow. Now that you bought an Artemis suit, in fact, I guess the first thing we're going to have you do is change into it by interacting here. Going into edit loadout. We're going to create a new loadout. We're going to just select the suit it's going to have is an Artemis suit. And you can, if you want to, go into cosmetics. A lot of people, because you get some stuff for free initially, a lot of people like to try out the new stuff. So it comes with this orange. I personally like the green one. I think it looks cooler. And it's made for exobiology. So I'm going to select the green suit. And I'm going to select the green helmet. There we go. Now I've got a green suit and green helmet. And these are all free. You got these with the game. You can also start adding things like this. Skirmish green. Chest piece. Leg pieces. I guess this would be the green one. These are some other leg type things that you can get. Etc. And of course, at every step, they're going to try and sell you more stuff. But remember, it's purely visual, okay? So here's another green thing. I can add that to my arm. Here's another one for the other arm that's green. There we go. And then let's add another green thing right here. So I'm just going with the green color combos mostly. Knees. There's a green thing for the knee. And where's the green one for this one? Oh no, do we not have green? I guess that's green-ish. I don't know. Is that really it? Yeah, I guess that's the green one for this. That looks a little weird being asymmetric like that, but whatever. It does say skirmish green. So, decals, you want to stick some decals on there. Here's the xenobiology or exobiology. I keep calling it xeno. Exobiology. Little decal you can put on there on both sides. You know, again, all this is just purely visual stuff that does nothing to modify your stats. All right. So we're going to, now that we've got that suit set up, we'll have apply suit. You probably should carry some weapon on it. So I'll go ahead and select the pistol here. Equip weapon. You don't have a rifle, you just have a pistol, so you can't really equip a rifle. And that'll save the loadout. And we'll call this Artemis. Save loadout. And now you're going to hit use loadout. And now you're wearing the Artemis. So this is the default that came with. And then we bought the Artemis suit. The Artemis suit is obviously better. It gives you better stats and everything. But it can also be upgraded to level 2, 3, 4, or 5. You can also occasionally, but rarely, find level 2 or even level 3 suits for sale at suit brokers. So keep an eye out for that once you start making some money. And now we're going to go walk back out to our ship. Elevator, hit E. Oh, wait, what? Visit Inner Astra Star. Oh, okay. So it's not even going to let you fly a spaceship that you own without putting you through spaceship training. There we go. So I will end my video at the point at which you will continue your training, which is walking up to this dude.
You want to know more about our ships?
Hitting
Just
E,
whatever you need.
and then
we've got the
starting
ship
the
for
training.
you. When you're ready, Interastra will be happy to help you.
Once you've completed the training, go to my next video, which is specifically on how to make money doing xenobiology is what I call it, but it's really exobiology. I just misspoke it. But look for that video. You'll see it because it has a big green blob on the thumbnail. And then that video literally picks up and starts when you finish your tutorial. And in that video, we'll actually go back and buy this Artemis suit again. You don't need to buy it again because you just saw me buy it here the first time. But essentially, as soon as you have your Artemis suit, once you've gone through your piloting training, you will go to the elevator and you will go back to your ship. And at that point, you can start scanning plants and making big bucks. And then just to let you know, remember, you started the game with 250,000 credits. Plant scans are a minimum of 1 million and a maximum of 19 million per scan. So you can make 19 million in probably your first half hour of playing this game. And if you keep scanning plants for the next couple hours, you'll easily be sitting on 100 million or more in your account within the first day of gameplay. And that opens up the possibilities tremendously. It lets you buy new ships. It lets you have a wide variety of weapons you can buy. You can do all kinds of things once you have money. But right now, this is the easiest, least risky way to make money, is to do the exobiology, which I referred to as xenobiology in the video that I'm telling you to go watch. So take care, Commanders. We'll see you in the next one.